can't count. How many times have you felt like you're alone? I just can't count. Life can send you in many different ways. I'm not here to complain about my life. I'm not here to make you feel bad. I'm here to let you know what happened, and I hope and wish that this will never happen again. High school is hard and kids are mean, and as you know, Elizabeth and I couldn't go one day without being made fun of for something. Now, I was never the best looking girl, but Elizabeth, she was beautiful. I was always jealous of her, and I thought the other girls were too. That's why they did what they did. She could have been popular if she wanted to be. She could have been one of the most popular girls in school. But she was around me. I trusted her with everything. Everything.
Hey, Elizabeth. I was wondering if you wanted to come to my party on Friday.
Why would I? You hate me.
You're right. I haven't really been nice to you. We could change that, though, if you come. But on one condition. You can't bring Jane. I don't want any fat bitches at my party.
I don't know. What time will it be at?
It's gonna be at like 7.
Yeah, okay. I'll go. See ya.
Whatever. Get out of my freaking way.
I thought I could trust her. But when Friday night came along, she went to the party. She went to the party and told them where I lived. Told them how to get into my room. They stole all of my clothes and left. The next day was the worst day of my life. From that day forward, things just got worse. Slowly, Elizabeth became my friend less and their friend more. Every day, they would find something new to torture me with. It became too much to handle.
We are here today to pay respects to Jane Smith. She lived a tough life, filled with teasing and mockery. And though many of us would say that this is just a part of growing up and say that it is harmless, it isn't true. We talk a lot about bullying and the wrongs it does to our children. We talk about how we were affected and how we don't want others to feel the same. They say that if you don't have anything nice to say, that you should not say anything at all. But I don't believe in that one bit. I think that instead of not saying a word and closing our mouths, we need to open our ears and listen to what others have to say. Though Jane may not be with us in body, she is with us in spirit, and I would like to lead you through a prayer for her. God, our Father, your power brings us to birth. Your providence guides our lives, and by your command we return to dust. Lord, those who die still live in your presence. Their lives change but do not end. I pray in hope for my family, relatives, and friends, and all the dead known to you alone. In company with Christ, who died and now lives, may they rejoice in your kingdom, where all our tears are wiped away. Unite us together again, in one family, to sing your praise forever and ever. Amen.
Amen.
Jane's friend Elizabeth was supposed to speak next, but it seems that her sister Tiffany has some words she'd like to say herself.
I wasn't going to speak today because it's hard. It's too hard to say goodbye, to say farewell. But I felt I had to. Not to talk about my sister or what happened to her, but to talk to all of you. I see a lot of people here today that I've never seen before, and I have to ask, why are you here? Where were you when Jane was going through this? Why didn't you do anything to stop this? My sister was nothing but nice to you people, and you let her destroy herself inside, just to be accepted by you. When you go home tonight, I want you not to think about what you did.
Thank you, Tiffany. And she is very right. I see a lot of love today for Jane, but I find myself questioning where this love was when she needed it the most. I hope you will go home today and smile at someone. Go home and make a new friend, maybe someone who needs it. I would like at this time to ask Elizabeth, Jane's dear friend, to speak her piece.
Jane was my friend, my best friend, my greatest friend. We had all sorts of fun together, got in all sorts of trouble together. I remember this one time we snuck into our science teacher, Mr. Anderson's house, and tie-dyed all his clothes pink. Or this other time we snuck out after curfew to go to this protest downtown against testing products on animals. But I gotta say, the memory that sticks up the most has got to be the time she stood against the crowd and defended the new kid's school. He was new to our school, been there maybe about a week. When someone found out that he was gay, it got out of school fast. No one liked him for it. Everyone started making fun of him and picking on him and just being straight up mean to him. And then one day, at lunch, a bully tripped him.
Hey! Watch where you're going, fag. I don't want to catch anything you have.
Look, man, I'm sorry. I didn't mean
Cut
to.
the shit, man. Admit it. You fell on me on purpose. I bet you're trying to pick me up right now, aren't you? You queer. I don't want to do anything with you. I'm not your kind.
Look, man, I was just walking.
Get lost, homo.
Hey! Stop bullying him.
Huh? I'm not even bullying him.
If that's not bullying, I don't know what is. Just because he's gay doesn't mean he isn't a person. He has opinions and rights all his own. If you don't agree with them, you don't have to go out of your way to make fun of him for it.
Look, I don't need help from a freak like you. Stay out of this.
Yeah, really, Jane. You're such a loser. Do us all a favor and kill yourself.
Yeah, I might be gay, but at least I'm not a weirdo like you. Who dresses you? Your mother? I bet you can't even tie your own shoes. How pathetic.
Jane was humiliated that lunch, but she didn't let it keep her down for long. Hey, Elizabeth, check this out. I got a bunch of signatures from people around town for a zero tolerance rule at the school. Now George won't have to worry about people making fun of him anymore. Even after it happened to her, she was more concerned about another's best interest. That was just one of the great things about her. No matter what happened, she always looked out for other people. Always. Yet, I could never look out for her. I didn't understand at first why she would do something like this, but remembering this old story, I realized anyone can be a bully, even me. We were all a part of this, myself included. I just hope that one day her family can forgive me and Jane can forgive us all.
Thank you, Elizabeth. Sometimes, over time, our closest friends may drift, but the memories that we've shared will never fade. I would like at this time to ask Julia, Jane's mother, to speak.
Jane was the light of our house. I would see her dancing around the house, or singing in front of the mirror, or just lying in front of her computer, and suddenly my day didn't seem so bad. I remember this one time when Jane was 7. Tiffany and I had gotten into a fight about her cell phone bill, and Jane, cute as a button, brought me her piggy bank. She said, "I hope this can cover it, Mommy. It's my whole savings." When she started to become distant, I thought she was just turning into a teenager. She was a teenage girl. The one thing I regret the most is not hugging her every day and telling her how much I loved her.
Thank you very much for your kind sentiments, Julia. It seems to me that Jane wasn't loved by many in her life, but those who did love her cherished her dearly. She stayed strong and stayed true to herself through all the hate and adversity thrown her way by those who didn't like her, who looked down upon her. I would like, at this time, to ask Justin, Jane's father, to speak his piece.
I feel as though my life, my hope, has been stripped away from me. My baby girl, my sweet baby girl, has been taken from my arms, and there was nothing I could do about it. As time continues on, without thinking about what it's done to us, what it's taken from us, heedless what it'll soon take. Find my every thought consumed by Jane. Everywhere I look, I'm reminded of what used to be. Sometimes, I feel like I could just reach out and touch her. And then like that, she's gone. And as the days get longer, my thoughts go deeper. I can almost hear her voice whispering.
Daddy.
I look out at all the people I see during the day. On my way to work, I'm coming home, went out with what family I have left. I can't even see the glimmer of light in Tiffany's eyes anymore. All I can see is a numbness and a kindling anger. Her little brother Jeffrey is too young yet to fully understand. But yet I can still see the pain in his eyes. Where did Jane go? When will Jane be home? And I have to look him in his baby blue eyes and tell him that his dear sister won't be coming home. I have to watch as he finally starts to realize what he's lost and what will never be the same. The worst part is looking into my wife's eyes. Cold, jaded. She wakes up in the dead of night, sometimes running for Jane's room, looking for her lost daughter after a dream, only to reach an empty bed and remember. She breaks down soon after, crying for the rest of the night.
Mommy, Daddy.
Then I look out at people like you, going through life caring only about yourself, letting people do as they wish because you couldn't stand up for yourself, because you couldn't do anything about it. This does not just rest on the shoulders of the bullies. This rests on everybody's shoulders. You look at one another and you see the small differences between you. And because of these differences, you shy away from one another and throw hate at each other. You figure because you figure.
Daddy.
And now that everything is faded into the darkness, which is the back of my mind, now that she's gone, now that she...
Daddy.
No! I know it still matters. But if only I could see your smiling face one more time. Maybe then I'd have the will to fight. Maybe then I could tell you one last time what you really meant to me. I wouldn't know what to say. But even though millions of thoughts would be screaming through my mind, only 3 words would be able to escape my lips. The 3 words which I wish I could have told you one last time. I love you.
I love you too.